see a whole bunch of new faces, and so we're really glad that you're here. We have about 40 or 50 events we do per year while we are focusing on restoration of this amazing place built by the gold mine in 1914 for the quality of life of miners and their families. And we're proud to say that we're still doing that today, 105 years later. And so there's so many things to see in the lead area, and if you get a chance, afterward, if you did get a chance to see our exhibit on the second floor, it's going to be open all night, and after the after the presenter, if you want to take a look. We're also going to take some folks down into the deep end of the swimming pool after the performance show. You can tell what I do here. The presentation. And so just meet in the lobby after that. We're also going to get a photo of you all in our theater. And so those of you who are seated outside of the center section can move to the center if you want to be part of that photo. If you have questions about what we're doing here, always refer to this booklet. If you want to grab one, it's in the foyer. And we have finished wall number 1. It looks like 1914. All of this is hand-poured plaster work. The plaster work is based off, made of molds that were created from the best salvaged originals after the fire of 1984. Wall number 2 happened in the latter part of 2017. And when we were doing that project, people were saying, what are you doing next? And we said, we have to do the sconces, the replication of the sconces. And so each one of these is a replica of the original, which is one. And it's in the back by the ticket booth. And it was 6 pieces of bronze and a broken piece of Tiffany stained glass. And we fixed it, and they made more. The story continues. We have our project, which is the Angels and first phase of this space, which takes care of the unsexy projects, which is HVAC, sprinkler system, and making it really comfortable for all of our audiences to get in and out of our space. If you'd like more information, just call us here, watch us on our website, homestakeoperahouse.org. We are arts advocates. We're so glad that the photo people are here. And just wanted to let you know that I'm really proud that Jay chose this location. And if you ever want to come back, please call us ahead. We'll take you all through the building with your friends and family. And with that, everyone, let's give a round of applause for Jay for organizing the Black Hills Shootout.
Thank you, Sarah. We're really happy to be able to, through your registrations, to have a small part in refurbishing this awesome building. So, well, hello and welcome to the 9th annual Black Hills Photo Shootout 2019 at this beautiful, historic HOMESTAKE Adams Opera House. I'd never been in here before. When I walked in, I was kind of like blown away by the beauty of it, even in its current state. It's awesome, I think. My name is Jay Graham, and as she said, it's been a wonderful journey to coordinate this event that happened pretty quick. Chad and I talked about this, I think, Memorial Day weekend, or right after Memorial Day or something like that. So it's been kind of pretty awesome ride, and I was really excited for this weekend to come, and I've talked to so many of you and communicated back and forth on email and phone, so it's fun to meet everybody in person. So thanks again for coming. All right, so this incredible journey is underway, and so I'd like to introduce to you our 2019 Shootout instructors. I didn't get to talk to all the instructors about this, but I'm going to just call your name. I'm not going to say stuff about you, just your name. If you could come up and line up along right in front of the stage here so people can see you, that'd be great. So I'll get that started, but the important thing is to stay by the stage because there's something else that's going to happen in this space. So just line up right here. Okay, so we've got Chad Koppas and Kendra Perry-Koski, Jim Caldwell, Fred Rogers. These guys are also helping us by taking pictures of this event and filming us up tonight. So we got Jim and Fred. Richard Carlson, Andy Ogan, Marcus Erd, Becca H. Shelburne, Chris Eustadt, Jerry Rawlings, Steve Babbitt, Scott Chandler, Jen Zeller, Cheyenne Blade Wilson, and CJ Garland. There's your instructors. You guys stay here, but I'm going to have you get a round of applause too. Let's give them a warm welcome. Thank you so much for all your help in getting this put together. All right. Oh, and Mike Wolford is here too. I can't see the spotlight.
If I take my hat off, you'll see me.
Okay, come on up. Okay. All right, so, well, before they go, I've got a special performance for all of you. Please join me in a warm welcome for the Rencounter family performers as they present an opening song for all of you. Let's give them a big hand. They're going to come in from back.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Whitney Rencounter II. This is my beautiful wife, Jessie, taking the live Rencounter, and then my daughter, Mila Rencounter. And we're going to share with you the beautiful jingle dress dance that comes from the Anishinaabe tribe over in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Canada area. And we're going to share with you this beautiful style of dance that it's kind of a special dance amongst thousands of dancers all across the nation. And when we sing and when these dances are sung and danced, nothing but good comes from it. You know, long ago, John Wayne kind of made everybody in America scared of the drum. And but today, my grandfather, he taught me that the drum represents the heartbeat of our people. So as we educate, we learn about other cultures, we start to see the good things that come from all across the world, but especially here, the beautiful Black Hills. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this jingle dress dance, my wife will share a little more intricacy a little later, but we're just going to start out with the opening song and an opening dance at this time. It's an honor and a privilege to be here and lead with each and every one of you on this beautiful night. So at this time, we're going to share with you a jingle dress dance and an opening song.
I have a whole page to read off, but I'm just going to leave it at that because that pretty much spells it out. So let's give Joel a huge round of applause.
Thanks, Jay. Well, yesterday when I was getting on the plane, I did not feel very good. I ended up getting the flu. I was in Brazil, and oh my gosh, I hope I can, my voice doesn't go out on this evening, but I love to be in front of people. I love to talk about photography and art and the joy of making a living with your camera. So let me start by first saying that I am a Canon Explorer of Light. They are sponsoring me here. It's been great to be with Canon. They obviously I was shooting Canon long before they picked me up, but they've been a great company to be a part of it. So shout out to them. Well, hopefully you have seen maybe some of my images. Not here's a series I'll just run past you. And I started out as a landscape photographer in college, and I never thought I'd be a portrait photographer. But it really came down to I had to make a living, and so I had to learn how to use strobes, and started doing portrait photography. And I just kind of fell in love with it, and I still love doing landscapes. But and you can see that probably in my background, you can see the landscape sort of influence. But I love how light strikes the face. I love making people look like superheroes. If you're an athlete, I want you to make you look even stronger and more superhero. Or if you're beautiful, here's a cowboy. I just love people. I love, whenever I get a subject that's maybe apprehensive, I always say, my goal is to make the best photograph ever done of you. And I may not reach that goal, but at least I try. And so, you can see a style that's not me, by the way, self-portrait. But you see a style that's my work my goal is that you recognize my work. And I try to brand my imagery in the marketplace. And so the best compliment someone can give me, even if they're not meaning it to be a compliment, is that they say, I saw an image of yours and I knew it was yours before I saw the credit line. So that's my goal. Like I said, they may not like what I'm doing. We'll talk about that a little bit as we go. So navigating in this world, this crazy world, you may say, Joel, there's sure a lot of photographers out there. And it's true. It's true that there's a competition in everything, but it seems like there's a lot of people that have cameras. And how do you navigate, the competition? I was
It's okay.
You had your flash shooting straight out there too, so
Oh, yeah, I
you can maybe block that for a shot and hand a little farther away, I'd say.
Well, Fred and I just came off a wonderful weekend again in the Black Hills of South Dakota. And I think we can give credit to this young man sitting next to me here, Jay Graham, and it wouldn't have happened if it hadn't been for you. So we really appreciate everything you've done. I'll bet you're happy that the weekend is over.
I am very happy. I was really happy to be here, but I'm also happy to have it be done now. So.
Yes. Well, it's been a great weekend with a great keynote Friday night with Joel Grimes, and you had a couple other keynote addresses in here. And I'll let you...
We had Paul Horsted, Ian, who's a local photographer here.
He's got
in
some
the area.
great books. That,
He brought a couple of books. The talk that he gave today was, or yesterday was the The talk that he gave today. The talk that he gave was about the Black Hills.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday and
yeah,
today.
It was, yeah. Today and today.
It was
yes.
mixing me up.
That's all
Yesterday
right.
and today, and it's the book is old photos of the area, and he finds the locations and takes a shot
in comparison
today
yeah.
how it looks, and it's really interesting.
It really, it's fascinating to see the changes.
I think his other book was National Parks or something like that. Same idea, I think,
Right,
or something
yes,
like that.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I
you had
kind of flipped through it when it was out here, and that was one of the prizes that you gave away, in addition to a Tamron lens.
yeah.
Tamron
So
was
we had a
here
lucky
again.
winner
Tamron,
of a
yep.
Tamron lens.
You're loaning
We're
out
pretty
lenses. So this is the kind of reasons you want to come to this event, because you get to try out lenses. If there's a lens that you would kind of lusting over and wondering if it's going to work out for you, you can bring it and check it out and use it.
Use
in
it at a
the
workshop.
workshops.
Yeah.
No cost.
Nope,
Yeah.
and that didn't cost you anything. You just got to give them a credit card, so in case you make off
Yeah.
with it, don't
Well,
return
and I
it.
think they sent out a lot of lenses. She
Yeah.
didn't have too many left on the table.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she was lending out a lot, and people were really enjoying it. I know I had a few people in my workshops that were using them.
and I can't
And,
believe this little lady, and I helped her take that stuff back in
She
there.
didn't need any help.
I barely got that case
Yeah.
in her back of her truck. She hoisted that thing up and threw it in there and says, "Man,
Yeah.
I'm not going to fight you."
No.
But so, we did great with that, and we also had some excellent workshops,
Yeah.
and the instructors did a great job. And I like the innovation you did this year with the round table, where you had groups.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
very interesting.
And basically, the instructor sat in each group in kind of a circle, and then the attendees rotated to the groups, and they could ask the instructors any question. And it really was a lot of fun, I think. And I know I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I got a lot of good feedback from that
Yeah,
too.
I thought it was a lot of fun.
And then just the fact that people get together, it's funny. It's
And
it's like
old
a
friends,
giant
people
family.
we've known
Yeah.
for almost a decade now that we've been running into, and it's
Right,
just
and then all
fun to
these
run
new
into
people this
again.
year, and it's just this big
Yeah,
family.
you did have a lot of
Yeah.
new people this year.
I wanted it
didn't
to be
you?
kind of a casual evening of
Right.
just sitting around talking photography
Yep.
and life and stuff. So
But we
we had
want
a lot
you
of new people.
to
for sure.
save the date, because the next September, so you don't miss it, and so you don't make other plans. Keep the last weekend
Exactly.
of
Save the date.
September.
It's always that last weekend in
Yep.
September, coincides with the Buffalo Roundup, as long as
Yep.
they're having
And
that.
even though we had a
It's not
little
part
bit of
of it.
rough weather in here, everything really turned out great.
Yeah.
No complaints from people that I heard.
And I wanted to mention too, you had asked about the speakers. We also had Jen Zeller,
Yes.
and I don't want to forget
It
that
was
she's
today.
her handle is a South Dakota Cowgirl, and she gave a motivational talk on her story, and pretty well attended in the room both times. Pretty good crowd, so.
So what is there not to like? I mean, we got cowboys, you got Deadwood, the famous Deadwood
Right.
Western town.
You've got nearby Rapid City.
old
You
cars,
have
rusty
old cars,
cars,
rusting cars. You have
steam trains.
steam
Vintage
trains,
motorcycles.
Mill
Vintage
City, vintage
motorcycles.
motorcycles.
We could go on and
You
on
have
and on,
Spearfish and the Canyon. I mean, you have a ton of stuff around here.
Yeah, you name it, it's
It's
here.
hard to see it all in one weekend. There's a lot of people who attend that say we're staying an extra 1 or 2 days after, just to kind of check things out
Yeah.
and get photographs of stuff that we didn't do workshops with. So,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
a lot of people go out of the door inspired and happy and smiling and saying, "Man, I got a lot of stuff to look at when I get home." And some of them are posting already.
Yep, I'm
So-
anxious for that, because during the event, there wasn't a lot except from instructors, because they were so busy with all the sessions that we had going on. We'll start seeing them now.
Yeah,
But
so
that-
you want to go out to the Black Hills Photo Shootout Facebook page and check that out
Yeah.
and see all the good things.
Yeah,
that's-
when I just wanted to say that the customer, the experience for the participant was my main thing, and I think with some of these
Oh, yeah.
experiential things,
No
I
doubt.
think we did that, and we tried to have some of the old favorites, but we mixed in a bunch of new stuff. too,
Sure.
So.
Sure.
And this was Jay's. You're kind of a virgin at this up to this point. Now you're
For this event,
experienced. and
this is my first shootout. that
and I should also mention that, like when Fred and I did it last year, Jay's not from this particular area, so it's amazing that you were able to pull
That's-
this off.
yeah.
But I think it's also
Well,
thankful to the locals that chip
Yeah,
in and
huge
help
help
out.
with the locals and the veteran guys like you guys and
Yep.
Chad and Mike and
Yep.
just getting the basic information from you guys of what the structure.
Yes.
And I had attended 6 times, so I knew how it operated, but
Mm-hmm.
to get some of the really details, I had to go to you guys.
Yep.
And that's what makes it really great, because all the instructors were really not just on point with what they were doing, but it was a very relaxed atmosphere. Everybody was, shaking hands, "Hey, how you doing? How's it going?" and talking about what they're doing in the
Well,
workshops.
even with the weather, I never
So-
heard one complaint.
No.
So
I didn't, the whole weekend, I was just saying that out in the hallway, I haven't heard one complaint about anything, whether it's the weather or what's happening, or the thing started 10 minutes late or whatever.
Yep.
Nothing. So.
And I think that's a
So,
credit for the instructors
is.
for being able to roll with the punches
Well,
a little
and
bit.
yeah, that and the participants, they really
Yes.
rolled with the weather, especially.
But most people realize that if you're a
Yep.
photographer and you do outdoor work at all, you know that the weather's not always going to cooperate.
Yeah.
You can't cue the sunny
well,
day.
yeah,
Well,
any photographer who does work outdoors knows that you're at the mercy of whatever
Yes.
happens
I was
out
talking to
there.
a couple of guys that it forces you to be more creative
Exactly.
with your
Yes,
situation.
absolutely.
Exactly.
Yep. Well, Jay, thank you so much.
Thank
you
you
have
so much
anything
for all
that
your
you
help.
want to wrap up here? Or?
Well, yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Fred.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
I better move out of the way for that one.
Watch out. Thump,
Yeah.
thump.
No, just thanks for you two guys and all the instructors. It was like you were saying, that instructors are jumping in to help when they didn't, they saw somebody in the hallway, sit down and talk to them. Or even Erica or Tamron, she was at the night owl session last night as a shooter, but she had all the knowledge. She's jumping right in. Somebody's having trouble with their settings or something, helping out, that kind of thing. So it's pretty awesome. So
Yep.
be ready for next year.
Yeah,
It'll
you
be the
don't-
big 10th
you-
anniversary.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
right. It's 10 years
10 years,
next
we're
year.
gonna have to
So,
do some
yeah,
special
it's
stuff.
going to be special next
so
year.
I can't wait for that. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Do you know where it's going to be? Is it going to be also back in Deadwood?
Not
Or?
decided yet.
I know 10 years ago it started in Spearfish. That was the first one.
I kind of like to mix things up a little bit, like I
And
did
have
this
it
year.
move.
Somewhere different, maybe.
Yep. Well, yeah,
'Cause there's-
I agree.
There's Custer. There's all that stuff down there.
Yep.
There's so many options.
Yep.
So I won't say specifically yet because I don't know. But
Yes.
I'm open to figuring it out.
It will be somewhere in the
Somewhere
Black
in the Black
Hills
Hills.
of South Dakota.
Yes.
So
We'll narrow it down to the Black Hills.
save the date.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Jay.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
All right.
Yep.
Take care.
Thanks.
We'll be in touch, I know.